I, Mrs. Madhvi Mhatre, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. I hope all of you are doing well at home and studying also at the same time, because you know that you are now in 10th standard and this is your, you can say, first milestone which you are going to complete. So you need to study seriously for that. Very soon we are going to have our first online assessment that is told to you. The portion for the same is chapter number 1 complete and chapter number 2 up to 2.2. Okay, so practice well for that. Now let us go towards our chapter number 2. Chapter number 2 is quadratic equations. And in these quadratic equations we have seen the standard form of quadratic equation or general form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And then we started with methods of solving quadratic equations. From that, the first method was factorization method. Practice set 2.2 is based on factorization method. That was very easy, and as I said, the question will appear for 2 marks. Afterwards, the second method was the completing square method. But again, the government has declared 25% reduction in syllabus, and last year that topic was under reduction. So that is why I have not taken that topic now. Then in the previous lecture, we have started with the third method to solve the quadratic equation, that is formula method. We discussed the formula. Once again, let us go through the formula. Okay, so here you know that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the standard form of the quadratic equation where a cannot be 0. Now, if we want to find the roots of this equation by using formula, then the formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, I told you that by using this we can write down two roots. One is denoted by alpha and other is denoted by beta. See this plus or minus signs. Because of this we are getting these two roots. For alpha we are taking minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and for beta we are taking minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That means these two roots, they differ by only this sign. Okay. Always what we find is the numerator here is a conjugate pair. We have studied conjugate pair in the previous chapter in surds. That means it is an expression, binomial expression containing the surd which differ by only the middle sign, that is plus or minus. Okay. Then here these two roots can be easily found by using the formula method. Also, I told you that while solving the sums, we have to first find the term which is under root. This is called as discriminant and denoted by the Greek letter delta. It's a triangle shaped letter and called as delta. Okay. So while solving the sums, we are first finding value of b square minus 4ac. Then we are writing the formula, substituting the values and getting the answers. Okay. In the previous lecture, we have discussed solved examples also. And then I told that we are going to move towards practice set 2.4. So let us start with practice set 2.4. All of you please be ready with your notebook and pen so that you can write down the solutions in your notebook. At the same time, you can take the sums for homework and solve them by yourself. Okay. So let us start with practice set 2.4. From that, the very first question is, compare the given quadratic equations to the general form and write values of a, b and c. So such sums we have solved in practice set 2.1 also. So the same question is repeated here. Only difference is that their standard form was given here. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And in this question only it is mentioned that compare with standard form or general form and write the values of a, b, c. So here The very first question, which is very straightforward, x square minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. The equation is in standard form. So easily by comparing with standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, you can write a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 5. So this sum you solve by yourself as homework. So mark this sum as homework. Okay, because it was very easy and it is similar to the sum which we have solved in practice set 2.1. Now let us go towards the second question. 2m square is equal to 5m minus 5. Okay, so here as I have said, before solving any quadratic equation you need to see whether it is in standard form or not. So what we can find here, the equation is not in standard form. So the very first step is to write the given equation in standard form. That means the terms which are present on right hand side, you need to shift on left hand side. Okay. So you can write this equation as now 2m square minus 5m plus 5 is equal to 0. Now the equation is in standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now you can compare it with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and from that we are going to get the values of a, b and c which are asked. Okay, so here a is 2, b is minus 5 and c is plus 5. Okay, so this is 1 mark question and this question is often asked in exam. Okay, so don't miss it. It is very easy and all of you can easily get this 1 mark. Okay, now let us go further. Question number 3 here. Y square is equal to 7y. Again what we can see is this is a quadratic equation. Why? Because the maximum index is 2. But it is not in standard form. So the important step to bring it in standard form. Now here what we can observe is only 2 terms are present. One term is missing. But while writing standard form, we need to write down that missing term also. So this equation we can write like this. See, first of all, the term with highest index, that is y square. Then we have written the term with y minus 7y. See, plus 7y shifted to left hand side. So plus 7y and plus 0. This term was missing. So we wrote it as 0. You know that for missing term we need to take coefficient 0 and then equal to 0. It's an equation. So every time you need to write equal to 0. Now after this you are going to compare it with the standard form, that is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. As I have said, even though the variable in the question is different, while writing the standard form you are going to write the same everywhere. That means you are going to take x only as the variable. No need to write down the variable from question here. It's a standard form and here you have to write x only. So after comparing with this, what you can find is here no number is seen. That means value of a is 1. Value of b is minus 7. And value of c is 0. So we can write down a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 0. So this is very easy question, only one step you need to write here. But comparing with that statement you need to write, because they have given in the question that compare with standard form and then only write down the values. So you cannot ignore this statement, or okay, you or cannot skip this statement. Directly you cannot write that a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 0. You must write this statement. Okay, I hope you must have completed this. Now let us go towards the second question here. Solve using formula. Before solving quadratic equation now, you need to read the instructions very carefully. If they instruct that solve by factorization, then you must use factorization method. If they say that solve using formula, then you must make use of formula. You cannot make use of factorization there. If any method is not specified, like only solve is there, then you can go for any method of your choice. So before solving, you need to read the question very carefully. Generally, what is found that students are making mistake when it is told that solve by factorization, they use formula, and when it is told that solve by formula, they are using any other method. So why does this happen? Because you are not reading the instructions very carefully. In hurry, only you see the equation directly, but you don't read the instructions carefully, and then you lose your marks. Okay, if the method is specified, you need to use the same method. Otherwise, you are going to get 0 marks for that. Take a note of this. Okay. Now, whenever the question comes solve using formula, you need to recall all the steps. What should be done? First of all, you need to observe the equation. If it is not in standard form, write it in standard form. Then immediately compare it with the standard form and write the values of A, B and C. After that, you have to find the value of discriminant delta, that is B square minus 4AC. I told you that generally value of B square minus 4AC is going to come positive. So if you are getting negative answer there, please recheck. You might have made some mistake there. So check for that. After getting value of B square minus 4AC, you need to write down the formula. X is equal to minus B plus or minus under root B square minus 4AC upon 2A. Then put the values and then get the answer. So all these steps should come in your mind immediately after reading the question. Okay. So let us go for the first one now here. X square plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. So very first step to check whether the given equation is in standard form or not. Yes, it is in standard form. That means no need to convert. Then second step, immediately we need to compare it with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And after comparing with this, we are getting 3 values of a, b and c respectively. So a is equal to 1 here, b is equal to 6 and c is equal to 5. All are positive. Okay. Now the next step. After writing these values, you have to find out the value of b square minus 4ac, the term which is present under root. That we are going to find first. B square minus 4ac. So 6 square minus 4 into 1 into 5. Because b is 6 here, a is 1 and c is 5. So let us solve now. 6 square is 36. And here 4 into 1 into 5 is going to give us 20. So 36 minus 20, the answer is 16. See, we got the positive value here. Because this term, it gives us a square. And you know that square is never negative. Okay, of course, it can come negative. And we have such sums also. But in that, the instruction is quite different. Okay, that is called as nature of the roots. In that, we are going to get negative value. But generally, when you have to solve by using formula, you are going to get positive answer. Okay. Afterwards, we have all these cases that this can be negative, this can be 0. But for solving, generally it is going to be positive. So take a note of this. Now we got this value. Now the next step is to write the formula. I told you that writing formula is compulsory. It carries half mark. Because this is your knowledge, you know the formula, that is why you have substituted the values. In hurry, directly don't write down the values without writing formula. Write formula first. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Afterwards, you have to substitute the values of a, b and c respectively. And here, this value we have found out. So, directly we can write down 16 here. Again, you need not put the values of b square and 4ac here. Okay. So, we can put the values like this. This minus sign as it is. B is 6 plus or minus. Value of this we have found out, that is 16. And here 2 into 1 because value of A is 1. So this is substitution. Now see 2 marks how they are divided. Here when you are writing this, you are going to get half mark. For this particular part you don't have any marks. For formula you have half mark. For substitution you have half mark. And half mark is for your final answer. Okay. Now let us solve this. Minus 6 will remain as it is, plus or minus as it is, and 2 into 1, here you will get 2. Now here in place of root 16 you can write 4. Why? Because 16 is a perfect square and you know that root 16 is 4. Okay, so in our next step what we are going to get? Minus 6 plus or minus 4 upon 2. Okay, so let us write down the next step. See, x is equal to minus 6 plus or minus 4 upon 2. Because here we were having root 16 and value of root 16 is plus 4. Now after this we have to go for either or. We need to separate this. Once we are going to take plus sign, once we are going to take minus sign. As I have told, in hurry don't cancel this 2 with 6 or 2 with 4. You cannot do like that. Okay. These two are the terms which are bounded by each other with this symbol. So you cannot separate them here. So in the next step you have to just separate this sign. So minus 6 plus 4 upon 2 or x is equal to minus 6 minus 4 upon 2. Now you can solve it. Minus 6 plus 4 you are going to get minus 2 upon 2, that is minus 1. And here minus 6 minus 4 you are going to get minus 10 upon 2, that is minus 5. So in this way we got two values of x, that is either x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 5. And finally you are going to write down the answer as a statement. Okay. So now here writing this statement is not compulsory at all, but still you know when your paper goes for moderation, then the moderators they cut the marks for small mistakes also. So to be on safer side, you write down the answer in the words. Okay. So I hope you must have completed it, and if not you can pause the video and you can complete it. Now let us go towards the next question. Question number 2. X square minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so observe the equation. The equation is in standard form. Okay, so the first two steps are done. Now third step, to write down that comparing the given equation with the standard form, that is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And then we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3. Whenever minus sign is there, don't forget to write down it. And c is equal to minus 2. Okay. So that is done. Then the next step, recall the next step. What we need to find? B square minus 4ac. So immediately write down b square minus 4ac, which is equal to minus 3 square. See, minus 3 is written in bracket. I told you so many times, whenever the minus sign comes, always write it in brackets. So minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 2. So see, minus 3 square is plus 9. You know that square is never negative. And here minus 4 into 1 into minus 2. Minus into minus you are going to get plus. So 9 plus 8 is equal to 17. See, again we got positive value here. So after finding this, the next step is to write down the formula. So write down the formula. I think all of you must have by hearted the formula now, because we have used it so many times. So write down the formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. In the next step, we need to substitute the value. So be careful here now, because here b is negative. So this minus sign is there in the formula by default, and again b is negative. So you need to write it in bracket like this. One minus sign is outside the bracket, one is inside the bracket. So minus of minus 3, then plus or minus as it is, and under root value of this discriminant which we have found out, that is 17 is written here, and in the denominator 2 into 1. Why? Because a is 1. Now see, this minus and this minus is going to give you plus. And here, this 17 is not a perfect square. Also, you know that 17 is a prime number, so we cannot factorize it. So here, we can write down the two answers immediately like this. That therefore, x is equal to plus 3 plus root 17 upon 2, or x is equal to plus 3 minus root 17 upon 2. We cannot simplify it further. So this was a very short answer. Okay, because here 17 is prime number, so we cannot solve it further, we cannot factorize it further, we have to keep it as it is. Only we need to separate these two roots. Okay, so complete it. Then we will go towards third one. Question number 3. 3m square plus 2m minus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, so what you can observe is the equation is in standard form. So let us compare it with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So when we compare it with this standard form, we get a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to minus 7. After that, the next step is to find the value of b square minus 4ac. So all of you please find it out. You start finding it out, and then I am going to give you the answer so you can check it with me. So get the value, all of you. Write down b square minus 4ac is equal to, and then you can write down the value of b as 2. So you have 2 square minus 4 into value of a is 3 and c is minus 7. So write in bracket. So 2 square is 4 here, and this minus is going to give you plus. So do the multiplication. 4 3s are 12 and 12 7s are 84. So 4 plus 84, the answer is 88. We got value of b square minus 4ac as 88. See, again positive. Now let us go further. But before going ahead, I want to discuss one thing with you. See, in the first question here we got 16, which was a perfect square. So the roots we got, they were rational roots. In the second case, we got 17, which was a prime number. That means it was not possible for us to solve it further. So we got the answer as irrational numbers. Okay, as it is, very easily. But now here, the third number which we have got as 88, this is not a prime number. So we can factorize it further. So all these three questions are of three different types you can observe. Why? Because of the value of b square minus 4ac called as discriminant. So this particular term, discriminant, plays a major role in deciding the roots of the quadratic equation, which we are going to learn as our next topic. Okay. Now after finding this, the next step is to write down the formula. So all of you write down the formula. x, here I will not write x now. Why? Because the variable is m. So take care of this. You have to observe the variable. Now by default from my mouth x came. But you should change it according to the question. The same variable should appear here. So m is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. The next step is to put the values. So put the values. Minus 2 plus or minus root 88 upon 2 into 3. Now this 88 we have to split in such a way that one factor should be a perfect square. Like think of 88 now. 88 we can express as 2 into 44. But 2 is not a perfect square. So these factors will not work. It is not divisible by 3. Then go to 4. Or while thinking only, you think of perfect squares only. That 4 is a perfect square. So can you divide 88 by 4? Yes. You know that 22 4s are 88. So this 88 you can factorize as 4 into 22. This is important step. If you are not factorizing, if you are not simplifying, you are going to lose your marks. So you need to do this. That is why I told that this discriminant, it plays a major role here. So minus 2 as it is, plus or minus as it is, and then 88 we wrote as 4 into 22 and 3 into 2 is 6. Now see, this 4 is going to come out as 2. So value of this root 88 we are going to get as 2 root 22. Once again I am reminding you, you cannot cancel this 2 with 6. So this root 88 we can express as 2 root 22. Why? It is written here. So let us write down the next step. So m is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 22 upon 6. Now see, in the numerator you can see that 2 is common. So take out that 2 as common. And inside the bracket we will get minus 1 plus or minus under root 22 divided by 6. Now this 2 and 6, they are in multiplication form, you can see. So you can cancel them. 2 1s are 2 and 2 3s are 6. So value of m you will get as minus 1 plus or minus under root 22 divided by 3. And finally, you are going to write the answer by separating. That once you are going to write plus and once you are going to write minus. So m is equal to minus 1 plus root 22 upon 3, or m is equal to minus 1 minus root 22 upon 3. Okay, so this way you are going to write down the answers. Now see, question number 4, 5 and 6 you are going to solve by using the same method. See, this equation is also very simple. It is already in standard form. So compare it with the ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and get the answer. Similarly, this is also in the standard form. So very easy for you to do it. So all these sums I am giving as homework. Only here in fifth case. So in that case also you know how to simplify it here. Like here you have fraction. So you don't want these 3 in the denominator. So what you are going to do here? You are going to multiply both the sides of this equation by 3. So when you will multiply by 3, you will get 3y square plus y is equal to 6. And then shift that 6 on left hand side. So your equation will become y square plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. That will be in the standard form. Then you need to follow the steps. That compare it with the standard form, write the values of a, b and c. Then find the value of b square minus 4ac. Write the formula. Substitute the values. If discriminant is prime number, simply separate it, ones plus ones minus, that's all. If discriminant is perfect square, then write down answer of that perfect square. So there will not be any irrational number. And if the discriminant is like just now we saw 88, you can split it in two parts. Then accordingly you have to do it. Okay. So here also you are going to get such mixed numbers when you solve the discriminant, and accordingly you have to solve them. Okay. So these three sums we are going to solve as homework. Out of 6 sums, 3 I have solved. All the sums are similar, so I am not solving them. Still, if you have any doubt, then you can WhatsApp me on my personal number. I will surely solve your doubt. Okay, students. So today I am stopping here. In the next lecture, we will start with the next topic, that is nature of the roots of the quadratic equation, and then we will go further. Till that, you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you, students.